Helicopters are among the models of transport widely used in a variety of different spheres of human activity. For example, helicopters are used to extinguish fires, evacuate wounded people and soldiers, deliver goods to remote places, and conduct long-range private flights. Gradually, helicopters are becoming more affordable. Today, in the program Made in Ukraine, we will tell you about the latest state-of-the-art developments of Ukrainian helicopter designers. In Ukraine, essentially new models of helicopters are being developed. Each rotorcraft begins its way up at the design office of the enterprise. Here, individual components and a general blueprint of the design and technical specifications are drawn up. This helicopter begins from here. Almost all 3D models come with drawings on paper. This particular helicopter has 2- and 3-seater variants. Behind the seats of the pilot and passengers, there is an engine, a gearbox, a mast, and a rotor. Designers also determine which materials are best used when manufacturing a helicopter. Composite materials, glass and carbon fiber reinforced plastic are used in addition to metal. They are used for extended life. Engineers for helicopters are especially ordered from abroad, but the engineers of the enterprise alter them. In addition to that, the engineers change the lubrication system so that the engines have the capacity and ability to function in an upright position. They attach the engine shaft to the gearbox. This is one of the know-how technologies of Ukrainian developers, since in most aircraft of this type engines are installed in a horizontal position. Assembled 3D mock-up workpieces are sent to the machine tool section. Engineers process and adapt the drawings to the machine tools. Riveting and assembly operations are performed at the assembly shop. This is the future tail beam. This is how it looks during production. First, holes are drilled in it, then rivets are installed. The beam is manufactured with the use of a special aluminum alloy for aircraft. It is also used to make a central beam for the fuselage, the main beam. The chassis, the engine, gearbox, and other details are then attached to this beam. It's anodized. In order to protect the alloy from corrosion, it is anodized using a static testing machine. It is specifically used to test the load-bearing characteristics of the helicopter parts. We tested them for several load cases, and they endured all the loads. This stand is used to store sections for future helicopters. There are the gear, leg components, frames, and certain parts of the fuselage. Here are the frames, strong frames, anti-carriage frame, engine frame. A tail-rotor transmission is assembled in this shop. The beam is fixed by this device to prevent it from spinning, and then the assembly of the transmission through special openings begins. It's soft, you see, we put it here and close it. Through these hatches, you can rivet and install a bracket. After the installation, the holes are closed. The gearbox assembly station has increased its cleanliness requirements, since the gearbox is one of the main parts of the helicopter. During its assembly, the same aluminum alloy and many different parts are used, most of which are of in-house design. The CNC digital program control machine tool has a special tool changer and is capable of automatically switching one tool to another without the external intervention of a machine operator. Here, a helicopter capsule is assembled. At first, a matrix is created, which is used as a basis for assembly. From here comes the finished cabin. In this section, blades of the main and tail rotor are prepared. They're made of fiberglass. The company uses turning and milling machines that operate on both classical and numerical control systems for the production of a number of various components. When all the individual components of the helicopter are ready, their assembly begins in a separate workshop. The cabin, tail beam, gearboxes and rotor blades are put together and then the engine is installed. This is how a finished three-seater helicopter looks. Now it is ready for undergoing pre-flight testing. This enterprise designed its helicopter in 2- and 3-seater variants. And this is how the tests are conducted. However, our engineers and designers continue the long-standing traditions of the Ukrainian aircraft industry. Today, they successfully do their work and take a new generation of Ukrainian aircraft into the skies above.